People who've been to prison, what's the most wholesome thing you've seen? I spent 3 years in a medium security facility for a non-violent offense. Going in, I expected nothing but darkness and violence. That's what TV shows you, right? But sometimes, humanity finds a way to shine through, even in the most unlikely places. There was this old guy everyone called Pops. Must have been pushing 70, serving a long sentence for something he never talked about. Pops had been inside for over 2 decades by the time I met him. He was quiet, kept to himself mostly, but was respected by everyone. Even the gang members gave him space. One day, I noticed Pops collecting milk cartons from breakfast. Not just 1 or 2, he was gathering dozens over the course of weeks. I figured maybe he was building something to sell or trade. In prison, everything has value. "What you doing with all those cartons, Pops?" I finally asked. He just smiled. "You'll see, son. Patience." About a month later, I found out. There was this kid, Darnell, barely 19, first-time offender, scared out of his mind. He'd gotten a letter that his girlfriend was pregnant. They were gonna have a daughter. Good news, but I could see it was tearing him up inside, knowing he'd missed the birth, the first steps, all of it. On Darnell's birthday, Pops approached him in the yard with a small package wrapped in newspaper. The CO on duty, Officer Wilson, one of the decent ones, pretended not to notice the exchange. "Go on, open it," Pops said. When Darnell unwrapped it, I saw his eyes well up. It was a tiny crib, meticulously crafted from those milk cartons. Pops had somehow gotten hold of a few colored pencils and decorated it with little pink flowers and butterflies. It was small enough to keep in Darnell's cell without causing issues with contraband rules. "I know you can't be there for her coming into this world," Pops said, his voice low so only those of us nearby could hear. "But you can still be her father from in here. Write to her, tell her stories, send her drawings, let her know who her daddy is." Darnell just stood there holding this milk carton crib like it was made of gold, tears streaming down his face. "How'd you know it was a girl?" he managed to ask. Pops shrugged. "I hear things. People talk. Figured you could use something to hold on to." What happened next surprised everyone. Darnell, this tough kid from Southside Chicago who'd been putting on a hard front since arrival, broke down completely. Not just tears, deep, body-shaking sobs, and Pops, this old, weathered man, just put his arm around him right there in the yard where everyone could see. Even more surprising, nobody laughed. Nobody called him weak. The yard got quiet. I saw hardened men looking away, blinking a little too rapidly. Officer Wilson walked over and we all tensed up, thinking he was going to confiscate the crib or write them up for the physical contact. Instead, he just said quietly, "5 more minutes, then we need to break it up." I later found out that Pops had lost contact with his own daughter decades ago. He'd made similar gifts for at least a dozen young fathers during his time inside. That milk carton crib became Darnell's most prized possession. He'd write letters to his unborn daughter and tuck them inside it, saving them to send out when she was born.